Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chauncey Billups. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have another update here for you guys on the story. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So let's get into this story here. So as you guys know, we're amongst many platforms that have been keeping you guys updated on this news ever since the FBI arrested over 30 members of the NBA community. Amongst them are high-profile names like Damon Jones, Terry Rozier, and of course, Portland Trail Blazer coach, former Finals MVP, Chauncey Billups, right? And when the news first broke, a lot of us were stunned. And then after that, various bits of information started trickling out from sources like Pablo Torre, where he brought up some information about Tyronn Lue, close friend and coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. He was brought into it. Kevin Garnett's name was brought into it. And then just this weekend, we did a live show reacting to the bombshell update from Yahoo Sports, where they essentially said that the NBA is launching an investigation. You got it. An NBA is launching an investigation into multiple teams in the NBA. And one of them includes the Los Angeles Lakers, right? And this is via Sam Amick from The Athletic. And the Lakers specifically, the reason that they're investigating them is because essentially they were trying to figure out where did Damon Jones get the information that he was giving out to these bettors, and they were trying to get to the bottom of that. So they confiscated 10 phones from 10 individuals that work with the Lakers, as well as other documents and stuff like that, to try to get to the bottom of what was going on there. I think amongst the people that was named in this particular report was Randy Mims as well. I think in Mike Mancius or something like that. I don't remember his name exactly, but he's a trained athletic guy. So this morning I was going through the internet here, and I came across some news as it pertains to Chauncey Billups, right? And it's from TotalProSports.com, and I want to read the headline. It says, Chauncey Billups dragged into chaos after report links unnamed coach to illegal betting tips on Blazers. Then continues on. The FBI is currently conducting 2 investigations. One is involved in sports betting, and the other is engaged in illegal poker operations. Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups was arrested last month as a part of the FBI's probe into illegal betting activities. It then continues on. Initially, Billups faced charges solely related to a conspiracy to defraud card players. However, The Athletic reported that a description closely matching Billups' profile identified him as a coach who allegedly provided information to bettors, allowing them to place unlawful wagers on the Blazers. And now we have a post here. This is from Legion of Hoops via Sam Amick, as I alluded to before. It says, despite only being charged in criminal defraud card players, then it goes on to reiterate what I just mentioned here. Then it continues on. Billups is accused in participating in a mafia-backed illegal poker operation. Following the arrest, the NBA placed him on administrative leave after Portland's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reports indicated that he will not receive pay while on leave. It also continues on. Billups' lawyer, Chris Haywood, shared that Terry Rozier's Billups intended to vigorously contest the FBI's charges. Anyone who charges Billups knows that he's a man of integrity, do not cheat or defraud others. To believe that Chauncey Billups committed the act the federal government is alleging is to suggest that he would risk his Hall of Fame legacy, reputation, and freedom. He would not jeopardize those for anything, let alone a card game. Chauncey Billups has never backed down, and he does not intend to do so now. He will fight these allegations with the same determination that defined his 28-year career. We look forward to our day in court, right? So this is the update as it pertains to Chauncey Billups, right? And this is pretty serious. Pretty serious stuff here. And I think this situation here is not going to go away, right? As I said before, and I'm going to reiterate it again. Just 2 days ago, we did a live reacting to the story out of Yahoo, essentially saying that they're now investigating multiple teams in the NBA. Multiple teams, and these guys are not going to stop. And let me tell you why I think the NBA is kicking this up a notch. As you guys know, Adam Silver was summoned down here to Congress to basically explain why this investigation wasn't done more thoroughly. Because remember, the NBA initially investigated Terry Rozier, if you guys remember, and they found no wrongdoing. Then the FBI steps in, and then the next thing you know, he's getting arrested. So the NBA is basically, Adam Silver and these guys are basically feeling the pressure to ensure that they do their due diligence. And don't forget, this isn't the only scandal that hit the NBA this year. We have the first one that kicked it off, something that was spearheaded by Pablo Torre. Pablo finds out of the situation that's going on with the Los Angeles Clippers of Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard, where apparently there was some cap circumvention, and they were trying to get to the bottom of that. And then as the information was first brought to the attention of NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, he said that he didn't even know about the sponsor aspiration. I think a company that gave the Clippers over $100 million or $150 million. You don't know who that, you never heard of that, the sponsor. So you have that situation there. And then later on, we ended up hearing that the NBA is not going to come to a conclusion of his investigation until after the All-Star game. Well, where's the All-Star game being held? In Los Angeles, in the Intuit Dome Arena. What team plays in the Intuit Dome Arena? The Los Angeles Clippers. And a lot of people are like, you've got to be joking. You have got to be joking. And the reputation of Adam Silver, or rather the perception of Adam Silver right now, is that he's soft. He's a soft commissioner. The reputation out there is that a lot of players walk all over him. He doesn't rule with an iron fist, and therefore there is no respect. So I think Adam Silver is probably doing some image rehabilitation right now. He needs to take this thing seriously, because when you have the federal government, all right, the federal government arresting active coaches and players, you know you have a serious problem. And let me tell you guys something else. This situation isn't stopping, guys. It isn't stopping. They're now combing through various teams, going through the people that they believe may be involved, and trying to get to the bottom of this. And if they find out, right, if they find out that there are more people within these organizations that aided some of these guys and giving them the information, in the example that I gave you with the Damon Jones one, where they now, they confiscated the phones and records of 10 members of the Lakers, well, then that means they're going to get more people, because they want to know just how deep this thing goes. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. So this is a very serious matter. In the case of Chauncey Billups, I expected him to say that. Obviously, no one wants to go to jail. Obviously, he's going to, plead not guilty and defend himself, as he should, right? If he believes that he's not guilty and he didn't do anything, he's going to defend himself. And that's the right thing to do. Now, where all of this leads, I don't know, right? It depends on how fervorously the FBI want to follow through with this. But what we do know about the FBI is that they have a very high success rate or conviction rate, because I think their conviction rate is 98% of the time, 98.9 or some number like that. They almost never lose. Now, the last time we just saw them lose was the Diddy case, right? And a lot of people got fired behind that case, because with the amount of resources that was spent, and then to just go out there and lose. But usually they get it right when they come for you, right? They get it right when they come for you. So we're ultimately going to have to see where this thing goes. But what I want to know from the audience is, do you think that this is just the beginning? Do you think that this is just the tip of the iceberg and more names are going to come out? Or look, the names that we've heard are the names we're going to hear, and there aren't going to be any more? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll go ahead and catch you guys on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.